Well, greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome back once again, for the very first time, to the Farts and Crap Show, where today, as per usual, it's your host, Anjo, here with part 15, I want to say, of Pokemon Emerald, Randomized Nuzlocke. Hope you guys are all doing well today. And on today's episode, well, before we get into that, hope you guys are having a good one on today, which is March 28th is when this one is coming out, 2025. And there is currently a Members' Choice poll going on right now over on the membership tab. It was posted on the 24th and will be running until the end of the month. And it is going to be deciding the series to follow this one. So it'll be a new Retro Classics series. And just whatever has the most votes by April 1st, will become that new Retro Classics. So, hope you guys are excited for that. Special thanks to all of the people who helped make that possible. More on that at the end of the video. And yeah, just even if you you guys are just here, even if you don't like or comment or subscribe, whatever, thanks for being here. Hope you guys enjoy this one. And, so on today's episode, we are, well, before we get into that, I should, since this is a continuing series, I should catch you guys up to speed. So, this is a randomized Nuzlocke, obviously. These are the Nuzlocke rules I'm using. If you guys are curious about the Nuzlocke stuff, definitely check out the Bulbapedia page on it. It's kind of like the source. Yeah, single catch per route, first encounter. Only exception is the dupes clause. Starter is determined by trainer ID. Pokemon must be nicknamed. Pokemon deaths are permanent. It's the most basic Nuzlocke thing. And NPC trades are fine, but given and requested are randomized, and no daycare, and that's pretty much it. So, and considering we're in part 15 now, I probably don't even need to do that at the beginning of the episodes. Like, probably gonna start doing that less, to be honest. Feeling a little burpy. My throat's trying to power through it, but like I got a little bit of water kind of in the wrong tube before starting recording, because I was like doing a little bit of gargling and rehydrating, and it just kind of hit the uvula wrong, and I was like, "I Fisher, gotta do one more." So yeah, trying to power through it, and I do have some hot coffee right here, so gonna be sipping on that from time to time. Because yeah, the hot beverage definitely feels nice on my irritated esophagus. But yeah, and here's our catch list so far. Last episode we did get our Route 110 catch, which happened to be Hitmonchan. And we've already done a Pokefact of the Day on Hitmonchan, so we're not doing that one today. In case you guys are unfamiliar, Pokefact of the Day is the segment we do before the outro at the end of the video, where I highlight an interesting Pokedex entry or tidbit about some kind of Pokemon. And yeah, we do it at the end of every episode, so hope you guys enjoy that. And there are now over 1,000 Pokemon, so like between my Nuzlockes, I haven't covered all of them yet. I don't think I've even done half of them yet, but we'll have a lot more. And yeah, to those of you who have been enjoying the series so far, thank you so much. There will be, and if you need to catch up or want to catch up, I should say want, it's more of a want, not a need. There will be a link to the playlist for the series at the end of the video, as well as links to the other active playlists right now. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're hopefully finishing up Slateport today, although I do have to keep this to a reasonable length episode. So that might not happen. But I haven't fought any of the trainers on the beach here. We did already do the seashore house, because you can buy soda pop here. And that isn't a fantastic early game resource. So yeah, stocked up a little bit. We got 39 of those. Because yeah, they heal more than a super potion and they cost as much as a regular potion. And we can't buy fresh waters yet, because we don't have access to a vending machine. But yeah, this is the next best thing. And yeah, all these trainers down here, I have not fought any of them. So that's kind of the goal at the moment, is just to finish this area. And in Slateport, we talked to everybody and did everything except the thing at the museum, which is like the next story thing we're gonna do. That'll probably end up being the next episode. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started on the battles. Unfortunately, the Hitmonchan has terrible stats, but it is a pure dark type, so that's kind of cool. With Vital Spirit, which is also pretty cool, but yeah, base stats are randomized in this, so he just has a terrible stat distribution because he has low defense, and the two things in Gen 3 that are super effective against dark are both physical. So in this game, in this game, as well as Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby, and Sapphire, you want to make sure your dark types have good physical defense. But I think this is a pretty good order. We'll get Brodeo up to... yeah, he's got the Amulet Coin. So I kind of just want to get everybody up to a decent point, so they're all kind of like equally ready to go. So for now, we'll just get Brodeo and Randy up to 16, and then work on Doadir as well. I kind of want to catch everybody up to Steve. So like Randy, Doadir, and Brodeo up to 18 preferably. Because Steve is almost up to Old Dirtle. And that was just because of, I think it was Granite Cave with those Polyraths, I believe. But, yeah, let's go ahead and do it to it, because we also just spent a bunch of our cash, so we're down below 5 digits again. I've laid anchor in ports around the world, but Slateport's the best. Also doesn't have an actual port, it's just a beach. Oh wait, yeah they do. It's on the east side though, not the south side. Also a covered port, I think, is just called a hangar. I'm not 100% on that. I haven't fought a Shroomish before, I don't think. Oh. Oh, you're a flying type? This is a bad matchup. Randy? You wanna take this one? I mean, it's not like the best type matchup, but at least he's not weak to it. There we go. Apparently not very good special defense, or HP, I don't know. Chinchou, no. Light screen should still be active for a while. I don't know what type you are, but water is a good type, so... yeah, also flying, apparently. Okay. There we go. It's not bad, man. It's even, lots of HP, like... I'm really liking Randy so far. He's been good water type. You know what? Yeah, you next.
I can't swim, so I'm pretending to swim.
On the beach? Elite train. Scott. Why did my mom call me Scott? So rude. Was she trying to give me a harder life? She's just like, you know what? Hard mode. That's not very good. Oh, that's not very good. Oh, it'll be neutral. Right, because dragon resists fire. Randy! Get out there! Get your ass out here. That is such a cool Pokeball.
I gave him such a cool Pokeball. I think it's a dive ball. I'm not positive, but I think it's a dive ball.
Tanky boy. He's been getting like 2s and 3s for both of his defenses for a hot minute. Buy all our playsets and toys.
I thought so. I had a feeling you'd kick my ass.
800, 500, 700. Okay, so they're all roughly the same. I guess I'll just leave Brodeo out front then. I mean, just starting a battle with light screen is usually a good call.
Our sandcastle's taking a long time to make. You can have this.
Oh, dope, thank you. That is very nice of you. What does Doadir have? Oh, Matcha Brace. Right, because I was trying to get you physical attack. Because Ghost and Ground are both physical. I guess I'll keep him on that Macho Brace for a little bit, and then probably give it to Randy. So I'll try to get Doadir a little more action. I don't have Burp ready to go, so I can't do that. Battle with me? With me? Battle with me? Will? My boy. Freaking love Trapinch. Flygon is just great. Like, it's one of the few Pokemon where I like all three forms. Like, and like the dex entries for all three. Like, the only downside is the typing. Like, Ground and Dragon is not a great combination. Just because he got that 4 times weakness. I don't know what type he is, though. Maybe water? I think Withdraw is water? Or is it normal? It's usually learned by water types. Water and something that's resistant to grass? you actually seasick? He's seasick. Yeah. I thought he was maybe burping because he just like slammed a soda or something, you know? You're a trainer. There's an item. I'm thirsty. I could go for a soda pop at the Seashore House. Which you really shouldn't drink soda if you're dehydrated, but you know. Aww, little guy. Little guy. He's probably also dark type, but I could be wrong. What the hell is that? I don't like that. Oh, that could be bad. Okay, so apparently a flying type, that's strange. Which I could throw in Steve for that. I mean, Randy's got good physical defense, like same as Doadir. Doadir has more HP though. And he does have the Matcha Brace right now, so I guess I'll... Oh wait, he doesn't have any good attacks against him. Shit. I mean, maybe he's not flying type? No, he is. Steve, do you have good physical defense? Like, it's okay. Alright, Randy. Do it to it, bud. Like, he should be fine. Light screen is not helping. Super effective. Flying and something to water? I mean, that was actually kind of scary. Oh, there's a person right there. I didn't see. Oh, there's two. Oh wait, don't you give me something? Wait, are they the last two? Are we the last pair of souls? Oh, it's berry juice. Actually, you know what? Berry juice increases friendship. It's just a regular potion basically, but it increases friendship. So I'm gonna save this for later. Yeah, I think these are the last two trainers. So I'm just gonna be a little conservative with my items and heal up at the Pokemon Center, because why not? Yeah. Yeah. You know, I have like confirm on L1. Well, because like it's the thing you can do in the options to have like L equal A, which is very nice for playing one-handed. But I was just thinking I should probably also have B mapped on the left side so I could also have run on, because like the controller I'm using has like an L1 and an L2. So like really the only time I need like 2 hands on the controller is for the B button. Because like that's how you run around. And like that would be very nice if I could still run without, you know. Because right now I have my L2 set to be Turbo A for like buying soda pops like very quickly. But I could put that to a different button. Which is kind of unrelated to everything, but whatever. None of you guys are close. Alright, I'll try to get Dodeer some stuff, but... Ta-da! See, my inner tube's round. They typically are. Cammy. Flaffy. I do love Flaffy. Ampharos is one of my favorite Pokemon, period. I don't know what type it is. It might be Ghost. This might be a bad idea. I mean, I'm not worried about Astonish. I'm worried about maybe a different Ghost type move. Yeah, that could have been better. I'm gonna switch back to Brodeo. Just in case it has, like, Shadow Ball or some shit. I think that's just gonna, like, lower my PP if I... lower my PP? But I think it's only for that turn. Could you... stop doing that? Oh, I guess I could use Sleep Powder first. Okay, I think it's only PP. It's only PP. It washes so tough. Lombre. Yeah. Right? Yeah. You frickin' Kappa. Does anybody even say Kappa anymore? Not that it matters, like Kappa's, you know, an actual thing from folklore. I'm just gonna use that berry juice, fuck it. Doesn't that beach umbrella look like a giant flower? It's called a parasol, not an umbrella. There's a difference. Although, to be real, I don't know what the difference is. I'm assuming it has something to do with how a parasol is meant to be larger and stick in the ground. Whereas a parasol usually has a handle at the bottom. That's probably the difference. Like a parasol has like a pokey thing at the bottom of it. And the umbrella has like a handle. I would imagine that's the difference. Wurmple, your EV yield is terrible, so I'm probably just gonna use Brodeo. Although, if you're gonna do that, and if you are a rock type, that would be surprising, actually. I thought the evolutions are supposed to, like, follow types and stuff. Which was true for Mudkip, but... like, I have a Dustox, and he's just normal type. And like, I fought that Silcoon, and that was a different type too. So maybe it doesn't really apply. Wow, that's good. I mean, still only 1 on attack, but that's a good level up, man. Like, I don't mind that most of my guys are pretty tanky. You're here every day? Every day? I mean, I guess if you lived in a town that had, like, a bustling beach community, like, a stone's throw away, that... yeah, I mean, it's not surprising. I mean, if I was, like, really young and stuff like that, and lived in this... yeah. Yeah, I'd probably be down there every day, too. And, like, they have... like, some of the characters in this game, too, like, they have Game Boy Advances and stuff. So, yeah, I'd be down there with my GBA, dude. Like, trading Pokemon with people, doing battles and stuff. Which is kind of weird that they have that, come to think of it. Because, like, are they playing Pokemon in the world of Pokemon? Or, like, to them, are Game Boy Advances, like... just a device for trading, maybe? Because, like... son of a bitch. Yeah, I know, we're not doing any of this. I forgot they give you the rundown on this. Wait, the wireless communication system? Oh, yeah. Okay, so you guys may not remember this. I honestly just now remembered. So there was this thing that Nintendo was trying to push with the Game Boy Advance, and it didn't really take off. It wasn't super popular, because you may be like, wait a minute, Game Boy Advance didn't have Wi-Fi. That's true, it did not have Wi-Fi. But there was a time, and I guess it was around this time, like in the early 2000s, yeah, 2004, they were trying to phase out the Game Link cables. So instead of the cable, they actually had like a dongle that you would attach to the Game Boy Advance. So it could do the link cable thing without the actual cable. It didn't really take off, and I don't think it worked on the GameCube. Like how Game Boy Advances can connect to the GameCube with like the I guess it was a different cable too, because I think the other end of it was just like a controller port for the GameCube. I think the wireless thing was just to connect to other Game Boy Advances with the wireless adapter. Pretty sure. Yeah, I actually completely forgot about that until now. I was like, Oh, yeah, they did have a wireless thing. But yeah, it was kind of overpriced, and like both people had to have it, and I think it didn't even work with the later iterations of the Game Boy Advance. I think it was only for the original like horizontal. So like if you had an SP, I don't think it worked with the SP, or maybe they redesigned one and then like nobody bought it because like that was one of the strengths of the SPs, that had a better form factor. It's, you know, clamshell, square, it just made a lot of sense. But yeah, the Game Boy Advance wireless adapter, man, I completely forgot about that shit. Which may have been the actual name of it, come to think of it. Like, that sounds right, Game Boy Advance wireless adapter. We finished all the trainers, right? Yeah, because we fought these three. We fought this guy, talked to those two, got the soft sand, which was a very cool gift. And then those two. Yeah, that's everybody. Okay. And we already talked to everybody in town, I think. Yep. Is there an item? No? Kind of look like a spot where there might be an item. Alright, the only people we didn't talk to were these only two outside of... What do they call this place again? The endless sea sustains all life. Oceanic or oceanic? I think they're both correct pronunciations. I say oceanic, but for some reason oceanic came out. Like, when I was a child, I visited the museum often. I used to dream about the mysteries of the sea after seeing the exhibits. Stern, the fellow who built the museum, also happens to be the leader of an undersea exploration team, so everyone calls him Captain Stern. He's not a real captain. They just call him Captain Stern. So like, here's an interesting tidbit. I don't remember how accurate this is, and I don't think I've tried it for myself, because I've always had plenty saved up in this game at this point. But there is an entrance fee at the museum. It's like something stupid low. It's like 50, I think. 50 Pokebucks. It's like, yeah, it's half as much as an antidote. But I believe if you don't even have that much, they're just like, oh, you can't pay. And they say just like, it's fine, whatever. There's like a slightly different dialogue, I think, and they let you in anyway because you have to be able to enter there to continue playing the game. And I just realized this is like a weird kind of... Okay, it's not a break in the pattern, I guess. It kind of is. But the cobblestone... It's strange that they did this, where they changed the pattern here on the ground to like a straight, more parallel, like uniform pattern. But they still do the edging, which is kind of hot, in the cobblestone pattern. Even though the other part, it's a weird look now that I'm looking at it and like paying attention to it. It's a little strange. Like, why would you do that? I don't get it. Yeah, that is gonna do it for today, folks. Except for, I mean, we still have the poke fact of the day and the outro to do, so I really should call it there. So yeah, next episode we are gonna go in museum and continue the story. So I'm gonna go ahead and hard save here. No. There we go. Alright, good stuff. And for today's PokeFact of the day, we have Hitmontop, because we caught Hitmonchan in the last episode, and we'd already done a PokeFact of the day on Hitmonchan, so I was like, you know, we'll take a look at one of the other ones. And I thought about doing Hitmonlee, because apparently I've never done a PokeFact of the day on Hitmonlee, but none of his Pokedex entries are that interesting, so I was like, Hitmontop. So Hitmontop is known as the handstand Pokemon, and this is another one of those Pokemon that was introduced in Gen 2, so this is the artwork from Gen 2. And again, I liked the shading that Sugimori used to do for like Gen 1 and Gen 2, it was very cool. But his design hasn't really changed since then. And the interesting Pokedex entry actually comes from Pokemon Emerald, although there's a this isn't the first time this entry showed up. The first time... oh wait, kind of. The first time was in Ruby and Sapphire, but that would make sense, the Emerald one is very similar. But yeah, so in Pokemon Emerald's Pokedex entry, it says, its technique of kicking while spinning is a remarkable mix of both offense and defense. Hitmontop travel? Oh, Hitmontop is in plural. Gotcha. Hitmontop travel faster spinning than they do walking. Which I thought was really interesting, because the bit about its mix of both offense and defense. So, if you guys have played like the older games like Gen 2 and Gen 3, you may already know this, but essentially the stat allocation of Tyrogue determines how it evolves. So, Tyrogue was also introduced in Gen 2. Because initially in Gen 1, Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan were similar Pokemon, but completely separate. But in Gen 2, you had Tyrogue, which was like the first form, and then he had 3 possible evolutions because they also added Hitmontop. So if you evolved your Tyrogue with higher attack than its defense, it would evolve into Hitmonchan. Sorry, Hitmonlee. And that's at level 20. So if he's at level 20 and his attack is less than his defense, he evolves into Hitmonchan. However, if attack and defense are exactly the same at level 20 for Tyrogue, he evolves to Hitmontop. So it's kind of a cool entry because, yeah, it's a reference to how you actually get Hitmontop as an evolution from Tyrogue. So I thought that was really cool. Because there are a couple other Pokedex entries throughout the early games where the evolution is a little convoluted and like they kind of reference it a little bit and how it's done. Like, I think we talked about Kingdra a while ago in one of the earlier episodes, and it mentions, like, the dragon scale or whatever. Or something about its scales. I was like, that's cool, I like those. But, yeah, it's also the only 2 times, I think, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, I believe, are the only games that actually mention the mix of attack and defense. Or offense and defense. Essentially it's attack and defense, as far as like the actual stat names go, but I'm just double checking. I mean, the remakes also do, but I'm not counting Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire because most of the time remakes have the same Pokedex entry or very similar. Yeah, none of the other Pokemon games mention that. So that's pretty cool. Also... also Hitmontop has 2 basic abilities, Intimidate and Technician. However, in this game, he does not have the Technician ability. So I think it's only Intimidate, typically. Although in this, this is a randomization and all the abilities are randomized. But I think that means Hitmontop only has 1 ability, like outside of his hidden ability. So, pretty interesting. Anywho, that is a tail, isn't it? The Hitmontop sprite I was always confused by in the early games. I mean, I don't think he has 3 legs. But he has 5 appendages there. So yeah, Hitmontop, I guess, has a tail. Kinda weird, because Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee and Tyrogue do not have tails. Interesting. I mean, I believe they're considered to be humanoid Pokemon. Pretty sure? Yeah, they are. They're in the human-like egg group. Oh, and Hitmontop is also always male. I did not know that. Is the entire line always male? Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan and Tyrogue, are they ever female? Yeah, Tyrogue is always male. Hitmonlee is always male. And Hitmonchan is always male. So if you want to breed Tyrogues, you have to get a Ditto. Have to get a Ditto. That's actually really fun to say. Have to get a Ditto. You have to get a Ditto. Gotta get a Ditto. Gotta get a Ditto. That's better. I like it. Anyway, that's gonna do it for today, guys. It's time for the outro. Special thank you going out to the current Farts and Crap Show members, the amazing people who helped make it possible: Novelis Draconis, Aaron Schick, and 97 Johnny Boy. Thank you so very much. For choosing to support the show a bit more directly via channel membership, it vastly helps out. Very much appreciate it, and it is very much optional. So, if you guys want to be incredibly awesome like these amazing people and get in on all those membership benefits, check out the join button down below. Tiers start at $3 a month. That's only 10 cents a day. Gets you into all the basic stuff, including getting to vote on the series get made here on the channel via the members' choice polls. It's as I mentioned before, it's a thing we do once a month for a full 7 days over on the membership tab, and that is how all of the series get decided. So we do have one running right now that was posted on March 24th. 2025, and it will be running until the end of the month. So if it is April 1st, 2025 or later, the winner has already been decided. But it is determining the series that will follow this one, so a new Retro Classic series, and one of the options will be another Pokemon randomized Nuzlocke. So in case, for those of you who have been enjoying it, I will make sure that's one of the options. One of the 4. There's always 4 options. But if you are a new channel member, like any of the previous members' choice polls that you may have missed, you can still vote on those. They stay open until you leave your vote on them. And retroactive input on previous polls is considered for future ones. So, even if you're just a member for 1 month, you can vote on pretty much every Member's Choice poll we've ever had, thereby still influencing the content that gets made here for quite some time. But this is an approximation of future announcements from the past, so if you want all the announcements as they happen and the bell doesn't work for you, I get it, the bell does not work for me either. But there are 4 other ways you can stay up to date. We have the the posts tab here on the channel. They changed the name a while back. The Farts and Crap Show Twitter /X, Bluesky, or the Discord. I always post on all 4 whenever there's an announcement, regardless of which one of those works for you. You can stay up to date, and links for those are down in the description, also on the channel banner. But yeah, that's gonna do it for now, so thank you all once again for being here, guys. Till next time, take care, and I hope you all have an amazing day.